right, folks, if you like board games, here's one for you. I'm going to put a size marker right there for the photos in the gallery, and so you can see it right here. This is Monopoly Crazy Cash. Now, this has been opened, and I did just notice this now. It's got a crack in the front. You're not really buying it for the packaging. You're buying it for the game that's inside. I'm going to show you the back of it to give you an idea, and then I'm going to open it. We have determined, we went through, we checked everything. It is all here to the best of our knowledge, but I want to make sure that you know what you're getting. So it's very, very similar to just the regular Monopoly game. This does not appear to have ever been played with. Nevertheless, because it was open, we took it out. And what's the main difference? Well, I'll show you. So pretty much the same board game you're used to, except it's got this crazy guy right here spitting out the money. It's a banker that is automated, essentially. Essentially, it's an automated banker. This is more of designed for the kids so that they can have fun playing Monopoly. This is the board. I'm not going to undo it. It is still in its shrink wrap, as is the money and the cards. I guess, even though they show that right here, it does not come with these cards, the cards that you'd normally see here, the community chest, etc. So let me do that real quick. I'll get a couple of photos just like this. You're free to look at the directions. You can certainly freeze frame that and look at them at your leisure. Comes with one die rather than two dice, and it's specifically there. And it's got little kind of mini games in it, but essentially this thing shoots out the all the cards. And I do want to make sure that it doesn't, so it's got chance cards. Yeah, so there's your chance card. That's Goldfish Way. I will double check to make sure that those chance cards aren't separate. And I'm going to move this out of the way and give you some shots of that. Again, we went through, we checked everything just to make sure that it was all there, and it all appears to be. One of the reasons we don't like dealing with board games too much, there's just a lot of counting. It's like opened puzzles. We don't like to deal with them too often, but we will certainly do it for you. We try to help our consigners as much as possible, and we know that sometimes you folks like to get some good board games, especially cool vintage ones. So I'm going to double check. It certainly comes with all of the properties. A little bit different on the properties, obviously Tennis Avenue and Golf Corner and Use the cash machine. This is the cash machine. It has not been tested. Don't know what that ropes to. And we're not going to open it up, or we're not going to test it rather, but obviously you put the cards in here and it shoots them all out using batteries. This has not been tested. I don't see why it would not work, but it's fun for the kids. So basically that's what this is. It's just a different version. You got houses, you got hotels, you got the money. There's the chance cards. Good, they're right there with the money. So I want to make sure of that for you, and now that we have that, we know that this is complete. So, it's a fun little game for the kids. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, it was opened but never played with. We love for it to be unopened and never played with. That's unfortunately not the case here. So it's open. That probably gets rid of some of its perceived value, but for those of you that like to play these games, this is a great way to introduce Monopoly to the kids. Get them hooked right away for game night. You know that everything's going to be there. You know that it's going to function properly. And you're probably going to pay a little bit less simply because it was open. So head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com. Now you know what we know. You know everything there is to know about this. Get your bids in right now or join us live on auction day and get this into your collection for your next game night.